Oh, I'm moving a little slowly today. That's interesting. Usually I don't on this game. Hello, everybody. On this, what is today? Oh my gosh, Sunday? On this Sunday afternoon or morning. It's still morning, isn't it? My gosh. It is still morning. Okay. Give me just 1 second here. I'm just looking at something real quick. Okay. There we go. I fixed it, I think. Anyway, hello everyone on this Sunday. Check in with some supermarket here. So there have definitely been some updates, although I'm not sure what. I noticed the update list was shorter when I was logging in or whatever, pulling up the game. So now there's a mini map here, and I don't know yet what that is for. So I guess we'll find out. I guess. Let's see. Okay, I do need to do some restocking. I gotta remember my buttons. It's been a minute. Tablet. There we go. But yeah, because it looked like the delivery thing was still in the update list, like doing deliveries around town. So I'm not exactly sure. Hello. I'm not exactly sure what that's for. So I guess we'll find out. Okay, that was that. I was like, wait a second. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Well, I thought I fixed it. I'm definitely still moving a little clunky. It seems. That's interesting. Usually my maybe it's time to restart the computer. Usually my avatar is not uh clunky on this game because this game's not massive. But anyway, I hope everyone is having a good weekend. But I wanted to get on here and hang out. I joked with Prometheus yesterday. There was a lot of yay! There was a lot of crime going on in this house because I was playing crime scene cleaner practically all day, except for when I was out with Spirit for a couple hours, and then he was playing oh my gosh, I forgot what it's called. Gosh darn it, what is that game called that you were playing? The game where you deal drugs. Thank you. Um, yeah, there was a lot of crime scene cleaning and drug dealing going on in the house yesterday. We were just doing whatever. Na 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 na. And then I was out with Spirit for a couple hours and we spent some money. Not too much. We didn't go too crazy. But yeah, I'm very curious what the mini map is for. Oh yeah, I forgot the this thing. Let me look here. Da, 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 da. Oh my god. Why is that so expensive? Okay. Oof. The alcohol be killing me. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I guess we'll see what this is for because I see something else. Which let me just go. I'm gonna go investigate while they're stocking. I just want to see what that is. Whoops. Yep, might be time to restart the computer. Although I could have sworn the computer Oh, okay, so it's got everything marked. So like that's a gas station. Okay. Interesting. Cuz I'm wondering if the mini map is like the precursor update before they get the delivery stuff set up and they just went ahead and put the mini map in first or if that's for something else. Cuz for the life of me I can't remember what all updates were there last time I looked. Where was this at? Was that over here? Yes. Hmm. Oh, there we go. It's like, why won't it let me put it there? Ketchup. I still need to finish my floor. I keep saying that and then I forget about it. But yeah, I'm very interested to know if that map is like a precursor to the deliveries update and they just had that in first, or if there's something else that I'm going to need the map for that I don't know about. Ugh. Hopefully it stops raining soon where we are. It was supposed to rain just early in the morning, but more rain must have come in because it was at least raining a few minutes ago, I believe. Not sure if it's still raining now. Because I like listening to rain, but I don't like going out and then if I can avoid it. Peanut butter. Peanut butter. That was over here. There we go. Oh no. As romantic as that seems in movies, just our luck, we would both then proceed to get the flu. Which hopefully my new bird feeder works soon. I might have to scooch it out a little bit because I had to rearrange some stuff in my flower bed. Yeah. Excuse the hell out of you. But I didn't move it after I rearranged the stuff. But I might put it out a little farther. But hopefully the birdies find it because I put it like right under. I put it right under my front window because we have an ottoman sitting there, and the kitties like to sit on the ottoman and look out the window, and they like the birds. And so I was like, I'll put it right under the window so that burbs can come by and eat, and the kitties can watch because they like to watch the birds. I put the bird feeders out more for them than for me, I'll be honest. I like watching birds too, but I tried to put them in strategic places so that the cats could live out their hunter gatherer fantasies from inside the house. Okay, we already got potatoes. So these can go back here. Toilet paper, yep. And then chicken. Definitely extras. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I hung the ones on our back deck, and then I have that one in the tree in our front yard, like in a strategic place so that they can see it. So, but yeah, I might scooch my little teacup feeder a little closer to the front of the flower bed, and there's seed like all around on the plate, so hopefully the birdies find it. Okay, let me just make sure there's nothing new on here. Whoops. Oh, there is. Vehicles? Ah. Okay. So once again, am I going to need this right now? Or is this for when they have that whole update in there? Okay, so there's now a vehicle tab. Is there anything else that's different? Speaking of flooring, by the way, I don't remember what floor I was getting. I think it was this one. We gonna see, I guess. Let's see. I bet you could buy all those. You could have a fleet of vehicles, actually. You could own, like, the whole shebang 10 times over. Oh, really? Yeah, I was looking on the YouTube and I noticed that I haven't played this game in like a month. So I was just like, "Oh, let's go ahead and let's play." Okay, it was this flooring, I think. Yep. This would be me totally if I had a real store too. I would be cheap and be like, "I will buy the flooring a little at a time." Okay. So we'll slowly get it taken care of. Okay, let's go ahead and open. But yeah, now I'm curious to see if something's going to pop up while we're working that requires me to buy a vehicle. Because, yeah, I'm intrigued. And I don't know if. Let me see if I can check, like, whatchamacallit, the game page for this game. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me look at this. So they did do, looks like, updates on April 3rd. Let's see. We're introducing local markets. Give players a brand new way to buy product and manage stock efficiently. You can personally visit local suppliers for discount deals. You can still purchase goods from your computer or tablet. Okay. Added vehicles. Now you can navigate the city, transport goods, and explore efficiently with a variety of vehicles. Added map and mini map. Navigating just got a whole lot easier, introducing fully functional map and mini map to help you find your way around and locate points of interest. And then they fixed some bugs. Oh, wait. Okay. And then they're still working on putting on sale online orders. Okay. Okay. So they did do a small update with that so we can travel around and look at other markets and things. Interesting. All right. Ding. Mhm. Very cool. So we'll have to like venture around and see if we can find some of the other stores and see what they have. I wonder how you access. Nope, not there. I was gonna say I wonder how you access the full map because it said there's a full map and a mini map, but I don't know how you access the full map though. So we might have to do a little bit of exploring after we do this day of stuff. We'll go to the next day and do a little walk around because that's very interesting. Maybe you can click on the mini map to get the full map. Let me go outside and see if that's possible. Ah, okay. M is for map. Makes sense. Okay, so there's like a deli and grocery down here. Park. Meat and dairy. Green market. Okay. Yeah, so we should go check those out and see what they got. Interesting. I love how this game used to be just a tiny little thing and now they've put in all these updates to allow you to do so much more stuff. Mhm. Yeah, they've had pretty good updates so far. I'm going to get some more flooring. I think it's funny that you like doing that so much. I have only done that like one time, but it is amusing. It's just like, don't steal from my stove, and you won't be getting hit with a bat. How about that? Okay. That's true. You have pent up aggression from having to deal with idiots like that at Walmart. I always forget that you were an upfront person that had to deal with that BS. I always forget that. Oh, we ran out of kiwis. Okay. Nah. We added some stuff. Yep, 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 yep. I might do, even though I hate to do it, but I've already done one now, so it's whatever. I might do another loan just to get a little boost, and then we can get some stuff going and whatnot. But first, we can go and man, it's busy in here. We can go and explore the neighborhood. Get them boosted a little bit. So much sushi. Man, it is still bumping in here. My goodness. Trying to steal my product. How dare, how dare. Ugh. But yeah, I wonder if this game is like getting more, which like I said, might need to restart my computer, but I wonder if it's getting more complex. So my avatar is like, hey, this is using more power. Is he the last guy? Yep. Ta-da. Okay. Wow, our produce got cleaned out. Okay, so before we open, let's go explore. So I want to see. Let's go to the green market. So we need to go down and. Okay. So let's go down to the end of the street first. Kinda, sorta. Do I need to go further down? Or. Let's see. So here's the gas station. Oh, I see where it is. Okay. Over here. Uh-huh. Ah. I see other produce items that we don't currently have. Oh, how do you... Apples, lemons... Now I done forgot what we sell. What are the... This must be produce that they haven't released yet, maybe? Like maybe you can't buy these yet. How much are they? Okay. So this has got produce. And then that other store is all the way the opposite direction of the street. So back down my street, but the opposite way. That's very interesting. Oh, found the Dunkin' Donuts. Wink, wink. Alright. So there's our store. I think I see it right there. Okay. The only bad thing about this is, like, I would have to remember what stuff I needed because I can't see my inventory here. Okay. Okay, cool. So it's not exactly what I thought. I was hoping that it would be a thing where maybe those which that one produce store, well, that probably because it hasn't been released yet, then I'll have access to them too. But I was hoping it would be a situation where the stores had different product than what you could get in the like item sets that you buy or stuff that we offer. Like maybe we could get product that we couldn't get in our own shop or something. Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's restock our stuff. Holy. We done got cleaned out of the sushi. Okay, still got some of those. Do this here. Hello. Welcome in. Need all of that produce. Need one of those. One of those. Let me get this real quick before I forget. I hate the beer kegs. Alcohol so expensive in real life and the game. That way they can kind of start putting stuff away. There we go. Let them do that real quick. Get some more flooring, although I don't know where it got put now. It's in here somewhere. Okay, just checking. We're not doing too bad. We're just chilling as usual after the work week, relaxing. It's a rainy day today where we are at the moment, so I think we're all just kind of staying inside, getting some chores done, some other stuff done. I just happened to pick up the other thing of soap. You're sleepy? Is it because it's rainy out? That's probably why rain is oh, you do? What is your idea for foods? Um that's probably why rain is a sleep sound, cuz it does make people sleep. It's just a very relaxing. I use like a sleep sound headphone sleep mask thing. I don't use rain. I like rain. It's relaxing, but I personally can't use it as sleep sound, but it does make me sleepy if that makes sense. So I understand. Tonkatsu chicken report. Like make that? You mean or I don't know. I'd have to look up a recipe of what that entails. Because, like, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know. At least I think I know what you're talking about. See if you can find like a recipe or something. If not, I'll try to remember to look it up after I'm done. Anyway, because when you say tonkatsu, I think of like ramen, but I don't think that's what you're talking about, right? Um, but yeah, I use back to the sleep sound conversation. Um, I use fan sound is what I sleep to. Very relaxing. There must have been a protest on the app that I use through my sleep headphones at some point, because at one point they changed the way the sound sounded. Like, I don't know if this makes sense, but you know when like a fan just like it just like that, and it's just a consistent sound. There's no like weird upticks or anything in it. It's just like a steady, like almost like a white noise, if you will. Like I like that kind of sound. And the app that I was using to sleep with, like one day I logged in there for some reason. I was just checking, and they had changed the fan sound that I've been using, and they put this like tink sound in the middle of the track. So, like if you were to tink metal, you know what I mean? Just like one little tink sound. And it was right in the middle, and I had to switch fan sounds because I can't. Because if there's a noise like that in the middle of it, I will focus on that noise and not be able to like drift off to sleep. Other people must have had the same problem because I think it was like a week or two later. I was going through the sounds on the app just to check, and they changed it back. So clearly, it's not just me that's weird like that. But yeah, it can't be like a metal fan. It can't be a fan with some kind of weird like undersound underneath the white noisy sound that they make. It's very particular. I don't know why. But as weird as it is, I'm not going to complain because I kind of wish I'd thought of using a sleep mask with headphones in it sooner. Because honestly, I sleep a lot better. Because I'm one of those people that takes forever to fall asleep as well. So when I have one of those, it's a lot simpler to fall asleep. Man, if only all the products in this game you could get that many in a box. That would be awesome. Oh my goodness. Okay, I did not have this completely full yet, but we're gonna have like 2 extra. Yep. Hate when I do that. This stuff, whatever the heck it is. New Foods channel? Okay. I will have to look. Wee! Honey. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Apple juice. Apple juice is full, so this is extra apple juice. Put that there. bread. Just a little extra bread. Oh, this is the flooring. Okay. I don't know, but for $200, you'd think I'd get more flooring. Doesn't seem like a good amount of flooring. Okay. It is slowly being recovered as this kiwis. I'm glad to see that they're going to be adding other fruit and stuff, though, from looking at that other market store. I'm glad that that's going to happen. Because it's like, yes, please. Please add more fruits and veggies. Da 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 da. Ooh, pardon me. Okay. People bumping in here already. My goodness. What was that? Oh. What? 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 Oh. Oh, I haven't gotten one of these in a hot minute. Sure. Gosh, it's been a while since I got one of those. That scared me. I was like, what is that? Why am I being accosted? Okay. Okay, and they just set the stuff out here. Awesome. Because I think that happened like one other time that we played that I got like a wholesale offer. So I don't know how random those are, but there we go. Might as well. Oh yeah, did I want to take out another loan? I mean, I don't want to take out loans, but... What does this do again? Oh, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Sure. Da 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 da. Because I seem to be getting into this plateau period where, like, I make money in my store, but then every day, like, the amount I spend to have to refill the store is about the same. so I'm not like creeping up, if you will. It is the worst. Nope. Another shoplifter bites the dust. Okay. Oh wait, did I? Yes, I did. I turned the light on. It felt dark in here, but maybe not. Yeah, it seems like every day, you rebuy the stuff and everything is just as empty as it was yesterday. Oh, another shoplifter. Oh, is it the end of the day already? Yep, looks like it. Alright. Let everybody finish getting checked out here. So I heard about something very interesting with like another VTuber person. I'm not going to say who. I'm sure Prometheus will know who I'm talking about because he told me something was going on with this person, but I didn't know what. And then I saw a video on it this morning, um, which I just think is so ridiculous. It was a VTuber that paid someone to make her model and stuff, and then she decided that she was the reason anyone knew about that artist in the first place. And so that artist should not make models for anyone else because they made her model and they were like harassing her or him. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, the artist. Uh, she was harassing them to like not take commissions from other people, and it's like, what in the world? Like, it is because most of those people, I assume, just from the personal experience I saw with like the person that did Prometheus's stuff, I assume most of those people, since they make a good amount of money doing that, that's probably like what they do for a living, get those commissions, or it's at least a significant chunk of their income if they do have like another job, right? So for you to be like, I've decided since you made my model, I want you to quit making money because you made my model is ridiculous. Unless you're offering to like put that person on your payroll and you're going to pay them about what they were making in commissions, to have them not make stuff for anybody else, you should not even be saying anything like that. And even if you were offering something like that, they're entitled to say no. Like, you don't own them just because they made something for you. And I just find that stupid because if I was ever lucky enough to be a bigger VTuber with an audience and stuff, and I had, because this model that I have currently, because obviously as you saw, I don't have any other branding stuff. I'm not sure what I want is the thing. Um, but this model I made in like a software, so it is what it is. But if I were ever to hire someone to make stuff for me, if I was lucky enough to become a VTuber with a lot of viewers, like I'm not gonna keep that artist to myself. I want to gas them up. I want them to get more business if I think they did a great job on my stuff. You know, I want to be like, hey, this is the person that made my model. I love it. I think it's great. If you love it, you should go to them. Like I don't understand like as an artist also, I just can't do VTuber stuff. Digital art is not as much my thing. But as an artist myself, like that's ridiculous for you to want to gatekeep an artist because they made your model. Like that's the most ridiculous. And like I said, even if you were offering to be like, "Hey, I will, put you on my payroll and pay you to not make art for anyone else." Like if they accept an offer like that, that's fine. Good on them if you offer it. But they're also entitled to say no, and you can't be mad about that. You can't be mad if they want to make stuff for people other than you, and you have no right to try to stop them from doing so. Like, that is the most ridiculous, and I know I'm nobody in terms of like VTuber spectrum. I'm no one. Nobody cares about my opinion. But I just want to give that opinion as a human being that I think that's really gross work. you know, as a human being that does this VTubing, and like I said, as someone that's an artist as well, that's just sick. Like, who are you to say that that person can no longer work for anyone else because you happen to hire them to make stuff for you? Like, that's crazy. But since I heard more about that today, I wanted to chat about it because I knew there was something going on with that VTuber because Prometheus had told me about it because I guess it was getting talked about on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. I'm just gonna keep calling it Twitter because that's what it is to me. But I don't really get on that platform very often. I tried to close my account and I'm not sure if they let me. They said they did, but I keep getting these notifications that someone's trying to log into my apparently non-existent account. But anyway, like I guess they were talking about it on there, and he told me about stuff that was going on, and it's just like, listen, like that's really out of pocket, and you're a terrible person, and you should be ashamed. Because the fact that you think you're that special that that person made a model for you or branding and whatever else they made. I don't know if they just made their model or I don't watch this VTuber, as you can tell. I know nothing about them. So I'm not exactly sure if it was just the model or they made like all the stuff. I don't know. But anyway, I digress. You have no right to be like, you cannot work for anyone else now. Sorry, I'm repeating myself over and over with that. That kind of stuff just really like lights me up because it's just like, why are you? Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. Shoot. Oh crap! How do I take? There we go. Um. Let me drop that for a second. I want to move that because I don't want them putting other cheese there. Um. Yeah. Sorry, I keep repeating myself about that, but yeah, good lord, like that stuff just makes me so mad. Makes me so angry for someone to think that they're that important. Mm-hmm. Well, and it makes me sad too in the aspect of like the VTuber thing, because once again, there's a lot of us and there's an audience for everybody. Totally, I agree with. I believe that. However, there are, as we know, a select few that get lucky and they get really popular, and for it to be one of those people, and for them to then turn around and use that power and that privilege, if you will, that they've gotten because they've gotten an audience to then turn around and try to bully an artist into not working, essentially, is just preposterous. To think that you're that important and that you have that much power is crazy. Like, I don't know who you thought you were. Mm-hmm. But I just think that's sad because it almost feels like they conned their audience in a way. Because I'm sure people that were like loyal viewers of this person did not think that this person was capable of something like this. And now they're probably feeling like they were duped. And I just don't understand that. Because it's just like, I don't know. I don't understand the point of like making yourself completely different. Like, I understand kind of censoring yourself sometimes because, if there's some things maybe that you do that wouldn't be audience appropriate. Like, we do that on here kind of. Like the cursing thing. I curse accidentally more in my real life than I do on here, and that's because I try to, if it's a stream like this where it's an everybody stream, I try to control stuff like that, and then other things. But I'm not gonna like completely change myself into a different persona than who I actually am, and try to sell that to you guys, you know. And if I ever get lucky enough to get looked at for like sponsorship and stuff that and they want me to change certain things, if it's not going to compromise my integrity, I might do it. But if they're like, we want you to completely change your branding and like who you are as a person, no, thank you. Because am I the best person? No, but I'm not a horrible person either. But I'm not gonna feed my audience a version of me that doesn't actually exist, and then something happens, God forbid, in my real life that gets found out on my online life, and people are horribly shocked because it's completely out of character for me. I just think that's ridiculous. They probably will, yeah. It would not surprise me. But the question is, will it be enough? Because a lot of times you get these people and they absolutely do something that they deserve to be canceled, and then they're not. Like, there's a little bit of backlash, they lose some viewers, and then it's kind of like people forget about it, and then they come back at some point. That's what I hate. Like, if they did something terrible and they deserve to be canceled, if you will, they need to be canceled for good. Like, they shouldn't be able to come back later. They shouldn't be able to rebrand themselves and come back. Like, they need to be done. And if they try to ever come back again, they need to be flushed right out a second time because, you're not going to be different. And the bad thing about that is, you know, as well, like once you've done that too, whoops, everyone knows who you really are now. Like, so if you come back, what are you planning to try to do? Because you've now already showed your audience who you really are. And if you come back and be yourself, well, clearly you weren't a great human being, so you still don't deserve an audience. And if you come back and try to pull that same mess a second time, um, in terms of like trying to pretend you're this nice, lovely person, and then it turns out you're this horrible person. And I'm paraphrasing here, because once again, I've never watched this person before. But yeah, it's just like, you need to go and like stay gone. You know, if you do horrible things like that, you know, stuff that's, and that, like, did they commit some horrible federal offense or like a crime? No, of course not. But I feel like in terms of like community alone and like how much artists and VTubers work hand in hand and things, you should not be doing stuff like that in this community and like expect to continue to be respected in it, is all I'm going to say about that. Okay, let's do one more shop day here. But yeah, I just don't like that. As someone who does this and someone who also is an artist, I don't like it. That's our serious discussion for the day. So serious. Oh my goodness. Discussion over. I wonder if it's still raining. I can't tell from in here. I'll have to peek when we finish. Now we're probably going to be out of stuff again. They are, absolutely. Like, I try not to get too serious on here, but when I hear about stuff like that, or just in passing, I hear something, you know, I feel like it's an important discussion. I think it has too. I don't hear anything. Because it was only supposed to rain this morning, I thought. Yeah, so I don't see another rain on the forecast. But I debated, which I might wait a couple hours just to see, but I debated trying to get a couple of those flowers in my flower bed so they're not just hanging out in the pots. Get them settled in. Yeah, I set mine back just far enough on the porch step that the cardboard thing that they're in did not get soaked, so just barely prevented that. Hopefully no more outside cats take a poo in my flower bed, though. I discovered that yesterday when I was putting out my new bird feeder. Someone just took a poo in my flower bed, and it's like, excuse me, this is not a litter box. You can go poop in the grass. I was going to say, if it's under your overhang, hopefully not. Right? Don't get me wrong, I love kitties, and like every kitty that's you know, come up in our yard has been nice, and they've probably gotten a pet or two from me, but I don't want you pooping in my flower bed, though. Yeah, I'm debating, because it is supposed to be warmer tomorrow, but it's supposed to be 83, and I'm like, do I want to be out in 83, you know, or do I want to, because I don't want those sitting out too long, but And then I'm like looking at Friday of this week, and yeah, if the wind is cool, that might help. But and then Friday it's supposed to be mid 60s, so I guess worst case scenario I could wait till Friday because it looks like it's supposed to rain majority of this week, unfortunately. And then Sunday at least looks nice for our thing that we're gonna have to do. The temperature keeps changing. Right now it says 73 and partly cloudy. It did say 60 something yesterday, so we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Da, 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 da. Buy all of this stuff. Oh, bruised all that produce. I saw all those, whatever those were, that just fell on the ground. Oh, another one? So soon after the first? Da, da, da. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm debating because I'm like it probably won't hurt them to sit in the pots if I wait, but yeah, we'll see. Because like I said, I might just try to suck it up and get a little damp and plant a couple of them today at least. Now the lily I might have to, even if I plant the other ones today, the lily I might have to wait since I have to split that one and I'm gonna have to get into the back of the flower bed, so I might have to wait. But the other ones maybe I could get in there, especially that one. Those plants we got yesterday, were those hummingbird or butterfly ones? I can't remember. Because I know we were looking at a couple. I can't remember if the one I bought is supposed to attract hummingbirds or butterflies. Butterflies? Okay, cool. But yeah, I want to put that one in a good spot. Because we like the butterflies and we like the hummingbirds. Ugh. But I'll have to look at the real estate I have because I was gonna put both of those, not the lily, but the other two, in my smaller flower bed. But I'm gonna have to look at it again and see because the spot I was thinking of that I want to put the primrose would also probably be a good spot for the other plants. I'm like, Did it finish? Okay. Da 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 da. Perfect. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, I hope everybody had a good time hanging out and chilling. I think I'm gonna let you guys go for the rest of the day, and then I should see you guys tomorrow as regularly scheduled. So I hope everyone has a good rest of their weekend, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys!